Hello and a very warm welcome back to this, the third of the quarterfinals in the Sport for Business Super Quiz 2020. We've got two teams who came strongly through the round of 16, pitching against each other now. We welcome the teams from Teneo and from Paralympics Ireland. So to say hello on behalf of the Teneo team, first of all, we'll hand over to team captain Mick O'Keefe.
Thank you, Rob. We're obviously coming in as underwhelming underdogs into this, and just want to wish our friends in Paralympics all the best. It's been a stop-start year for you, obviously, but I know the mantle of favourites rests neatly on your shoulder. Jason Smith at the front line, London 2012 comes to mind in terms of your ability. So good luck with it today, and we look forward to the next half an hour or so.
Great. And Mick is joined by Conor Brophy.
Conor Brophy, sorry, yes, Conor Brophy, if you remember, he's the Niall Quinn of the operation, so he's the man we lumped the high ball up to. Peter Sweeney's our Robbie Keane, 5'6", in behind him, in the high ball.
Still on work experience.
Still on probation. We'll see how it goes.
Now, it's wonderful that Mick is playing mind games, not only against the opposition, but also against his own teammates.
Welcome to Teneo, Rob.
God bless. And an involvement with Clontarf GAA club as well, welcoming back Jack McCaffrey. It must be for your team talks at half-time that he's decided to exit the Dublin squad. So that's the Teneo team, and handing across now to what Mick sees as the overwhelming favourites for this, the team from Paralympics Ireland, led by Derek Knievy.
Thanks, Rob. I have to say it's an honour to have Mick deem us worthy of mind games. That'll definitely stand you in good stead in the semi-final, Mick. Delighted to be joined by the same team. We've kept the dream team together. So I have Hayley Burke and Kieran Flynn with me. And we're just looking forward to this. Hopefully it all goes our way, but the gods are pointing at the other crew here.
Great. You know, you do realise that somebody actually has to win this.
Or it will be the winner.
The last one. So very warm welcome as well to
quizzes will be the winner.
The slow bicycle race.
Just to recap on the format, there are 8 rounds of questions. 6 of those, 3 in the first half and 3 in the second half, will be 3 questions each on particular subjects, and each of those will be headed into by a starter question worth 2 points, which is based around big numbers. And today, as it has been in the other quarterfinals, it's based around your knowledge of 2 individual athletes, 1 man, 1 woman. The fourth and the final rounds are going to be the sports-specific ones, and each team will get a chance to answer 3 questions. As with the other rounds, if you get your own question right, it's worth 5 points. If you miss it and it goes over to the opposition, they have a chance to score 3 points on the rebound. Now, in the last quarterfinal, it went all the way down to the penultimate question of the last round, and it was a miss, which means that it's kind of like those penalty shootouts of old. Anyway, let's get things underway. For a place in the final 4, the very best of luck to Team Teneo and Team Paralympics. And the opening round is our general knowledge round. But to get us there, the starter questions for this first half of the competition are based around your knowledge of Formula One champion Lewis Hamilton. So for the opportunity to get answers to these ones right, first of all, I want you to write out and tell me how many podiums Lewis Hamilton has stood on in his Formula One career. So how many times has he stood on the podium in first, second, or third? So I'll count you in now before you hold up your answers on this one. The number of podiums Lewis Hamilton has stood on during his Formula One career from 3, 2, 1. There are answers: 61, 28, 30, 132, 132,
Good guess, Kieran.
170. You know what? The correct answer is actually 151, which means that Kieran is 19 away, Peter is 19 away, and Mick is 19 away. So,
Stop.
So Teneo just squeezing in there, a tiebreaker almost in the first question. So that's 2 points on the board for Teneo and your shot at the general knowledge round. Question 1. What is the national animal of Scotland?
Not the grouse, is it? As in famous grouse.
Yeah, go with that. Yeah, that's
Whiskey is my prism for all national knowledge.
Is a grouse an animal or a bird, Connor?
It's a bird, which is an animal.
Who'd win in a fight between a shark and a tiger, Nick?
Is it in water or on land?
A bird is an animal.
Go
We'll
for it.
take grouse as your final answer.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not correct. We go over to Paralympics. Chance to get off the mark. National animal of Scotland.
Oh, it's the cat,
Maybe it's-
isn't it? The cat.
Well, that was my guess, was the grouse, so I don't know.
Scottish Terrier, a thing, isn't it?
Is it their national? Oh yeah, well maybe actually. Go with that.
We'll go with Terrier. Dog.
Border Terrier. There is quite a whiskey-based theme to your answers on this one. Unfortunately, that's not the right answer. The correct answer, for reasons too detailed to go into here, is the unicorn. Is the national animal of
It's
Scotland.
not an animal, Rob.
Take it up with the Scottish Parliament.
It's not a country either. Controversial.
Question
town in England.
2. Question 2. What is the first name of the famous Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice? This is for Teneo. He's known as Mr. Darcy, but as we all do, he has a first name as well. What is it?
Is it William, is it? No.
It's not Heathcliff, is it?
It's a different book.
Oh, it's
It's
a
a
different
different
book.
We
George or
tried.
William?
Go for something quite royal.
Yeah, why not William?
Yeah.
Go with William. I'm
Yeah.
afraid that goes over to Paralympics again.
Better not be
Same
Ray.
with Mr. Darcy.
It's Mark, isn't it?
Gonna go with Haley on that.
I think it's Mark Darcy, isn't it?
Confident sounding Mark as your final answer. I'm afraid it is Fitzwilliam Darcy.
Yeah.
Half
On the tip of my tongue.
Half a point. It's William. Fitzwilliam.
Okay, so general knowledge is proving a challenge. I had a feeling this might be a tricky one, all right.
It's a tough round.
Question 3. Which city is shown as being at the center of the world on the world famous Mappa Mundi?
The map of
An
Mundi.
iconic piece of history and cartography. There is a
I'm
particular
guessing Rome, is it?
city shown at the
Rome.
center of the world.
Rome, surely. It
Yeah,
has to be
why
Rome.
not?
Yeah. Rome.
Going for Rome as your final answer? I'm afraid not correct. Paralympics. A chance to
Would
get
it be
us off to a
Genoa?
redeeming start.
Would it be Genoa?
Dunno.
Don't know.
Go Genoa.
We'll go with Genoa. I'm afraid it is the city of Jerusalem is at the center of the world in the Mappa Mundi. Most of them are kind of obvious once you know them, and
They're all easy when
incredibly
you know them.
difficult once you don't. I have something of an advantage
the
in that I'm
famous
the one
Mac
that set them.
unicorn from the Highlands of Scotland. It's very obvious.
So there we go. That's general knowledge out of the way. Obviously, that was going to be the most difficult round. Well, I hope it was going to
Oh,
be.
yeah,
the
I
most
sincerely
difficult
hope so.
round.
It'd be low scoring quiz. 2 points to
This
6 at the end.
This is thus far reminiscent of that Dublin Donegal semi-final in the All Ireland from a number of
Agey
years
affair.
back. But
It's like Ireland, Scotland in the Six Nations in 1982 or something.
we do have a lead. It belongs to Teneo. 2 points from the first round. Getting into the second round now, which is popular culture. And in order to get us there, I want you to tell me, in which year did Lewis Hamilton make his debut in Formula One? Which calendar year did Lewis Hamilton first get onto the grid? And again, we'll count you in from 3, 2, 1. 9, 6, 7. And it was, in fact, all of you close, but only Mr. O'Keefe got it absolutely right. It was, in fact, 2007 when he was Rookie of the Year. So that's another 2 points, and hopefully popular culture will deliver us a few additional points onto the board.
That biography of Lewis Hamilton I got you for Christmas coming in handy.
I haven't a bleeding clue about Formula.
Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, which Ed Sheeran song is the most recent entry into the Billboard chart's top 10 greatest songs of all time? So they run their numbers over all of the singles, all of the songs that are released. And the most recent to make it into the historic top 10 is a song by Ed Sheeran. Which song?
What's his big song? I don't know. What's his?
No idea.
Is there a castle on a hill, or what? Is that what it's called?
Don't know anything about it.
Name a Ed Sheeran song. Not Galway Girl, anyway, is it?
No.
Hardly.
What's his big one? What's his big song? We haven't a clue, have we?
The Shape of You. That's the. How about the
That's
Shape?
it. Done.
The Shape of You as your final answer is the first correct answer that we have on the day. Well done. Well done to Connor. Not Taylor Swift, which of course you regaled us with. Your
My special subject.
Ed Sheeran will be happy that he got that one. So 5 points on the board. Question 2. Which single country accounts for 1/3 of total downloads of TikTok?
Must be China. It's Chinese app.
It's
isn't it?
Chinese.
I don't think it is China. There's an issue with TikTok in China. I would.
Then it's the US, is it?
It's either the US or India. It could be China. Yeah.
What do you think, Connor?
But China is the obvious answer because it is Chinese. Yeah.
Well, if it's the obvious one, go with it. But I don't know. There's something in my head that there's an issue with TikTok in China. But anyway, go with it.
We'll take China as your final answer.
China. Yeah.
Not a winner, I'm afraid. Paralympics.
My initial thoughts were Japan, but now maybe
I don't think it's China anyway.
We'll rule out China. My thoughts would be America.
Yeah, maybe go US.
You're on.
You'll take the US as your final answer?
Yeah,
I
go for
think
it.
that. Yeah.
Well, you named 4 countries. One of them was right, but it wasn't the US. It was, in fact, India.
We
So
weren't
no points on that one. And question 3. Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings founded which cultural icon in Scotts Valley, California?
Netflix.
A very confident answer on Netflix. Gets you 5 points and moves you on at the end of round 2 to 12, but easily get backable. Paralympics. We go into the 3rd round, which is the history round. And again, in order to get us there, in 2007, his debut year in Formula One, how many points did Lewis Hamilton score in total over the season? I did reveal earlier that he was Rookie of the Year that year, which might give you a clue if you knew what the scoring system was in 2007.
That would be key.
A couple of goals, anyway.
Okay, so we'll count you in from 3, 2, 1. Your answers, please. 16, 21, 30, 30, 1,000. And Kieran, 115. Paralympics Ireland are in the driving seat. The correct answer was 109. Just away from Kieran's.
Good
luck, Hayley.
Haley.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the score was.
No, I don't think any of us do.
That's right. 891 away from Hayley, but you can make it up if your history knowledge is good. So that's 2 points on the board for Paralympics. And the history round. Question 1. Who was the British Prime Minister at the start of the Irish famine in the 1840s? So there were 2 prime ministers that oversaw the period of the famine. One of them made a few key decisions at the beginning. Who was he?
Was it
Cromwell?
Gladstone?
No. Am I the wrong decade or the wrong century?
Wrong job, I think.
Okay.
Was it Gladstone?
Having a clue.
Go Gladstone. I've heard the name. I don't even know if it's a person.
Gladstone was a prime minister, but not in that period, I'm afraid. So it goes to Team Teneo.
Is it Asquith or Lloyd George, do you think?
No, Lloyd George was the 20s.
George was later, yeah.
It was, I think it was Pitt. One of the Pitt
the elder or Pitt the other one?
The minor.
I go Pitt.
Okay, we'll take Pitt. Right initial, wrong name. It was, in fact, Sir Robert Peel, who also founded the Metropolitan Police Force.
Steelers.
Healers. So no points from that. Back to Paralympics again. This is a strange question, I will grant you. Which signatory of the Irish Proclamation of Independence in 1916 was also a founding committee member of the Irish Esperanto League? There's a little bit of background. There were 4 of the signatories that had a publicly expressed interest in the language Esperanto, but only one of them went so far as to be part of the founding committee of the Irish Esperanto League.
Esperanto, really?
Really?
Manu Chao.
That's
Saw him live once. Good show.
Casement.
Go with Casement?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Roger Casement.
Roger Casement.
Was it Connolly? I'm just thinking workers of the world.
Connolly is, you got to think of, it's not going to be someone who's big into Irish nationalism. So
Yeah, Connolly makes sense.
Or Joseph Mary Plunkett or Connolly with the 2, I was thinking.
Connolly, I think, Labour movement, global Labour movements. Yeah. James Connolly.
Connolly?
Yeah.
Okay. Mick will be upset that you outvoted him the last time, but the payback is, unfortunately, it was Joseph Mary Plunkett. Esperanto was one of about 15 languages that he was a good speaker of. Okay. The third in what is proving to be a tough competition. Third question in the history round, Paralympics Ireland. Which year did rural electrification begin in Ireland?
2008 or 2000?
Oh no, it's well
still underway, I think.
I would say like 1915, maybe, no? Before then?
Say after. Which is 1916, Haley?
15, but yeah.
2016. Say it's later than that again.
Yeah.
1940-ish.
Really? Okay. Go with that. I have no idea.
1940.
1940. Not on the money, I'm afraid. Teneo?
I think it's later. I think it's
It was the early 50s. It was the early 50s.
50,
Didn't
53.
ESB have a TV ad recently kind of commemorating? What anniversary would it have been?
The number that jumped into my head is 51, but I don't know why that is.
1950-ish, I think.
I think 51's a good bet.
Go 51 then.
51. Okay. 1940-ish, 1951-ish. Split the difference and you land on 1946. When on November the 5th, the first pole was raised or placed into the ground, ironically enough, in North County Dublin, even though it was rural electrification. Those Dubs, we take everything. So unfortunately, no question points from that round, and it leaves us going into the sports round with Teneo on 12 points and Paralympics on 2 points. Because Paralympics are trailing, that means that they get the first shot at their 3 sports questions. So these go to you. You get 5 points if you get them right, 3 points if it goes over the line to Teneo. So for your first chance at 5 points, can you tell me who is Britain's most successful female Olympian with 4 gold medals?
I was really hoping you guys would pull us through this one.
The athletics one. What's her name?
Any guesses there, Kieran, as well?
No, because there's only males coming to my head here.
What is her name? That's who I'm thinking.
Can't think of it.
Not gonna come to me.
Do you want to throw it out?
Jess Guinness, Hill.
No, she only won 1 or 2, maybe.
The only one I can think of.
Not a swimmer. Oh, I think it's the athletic. I can't think of her name. Sorry, guys. Can't think of it.
We'll go with the wrong answer, so Jess Guinness.
Okay, unfortunately, that is the wrong answer. Teneo have been very quiet, which is either a sign of uber confidence or...
Doesn't mean anything into that.
What about
Kelly
Paul
Holmes,
Radcliffe?
is it?
No, no, it's 4 goals, Rob, did you say?
4
Yeah,
goals.
So to me, that's either a cyclist or a swimmer.
Oh,
or track and field, like you can be.
No. pretty sure.
Who's the cyclist?
Is it Victoria Pendleton?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Go with Victoria Pendleton. Right sport, wrong name. I would have given it to you if you had told me it was Laura Trott or indeed Laura Kenny.
Married Jason
won,
Kenny.
I think 1 in London and 3 more in.
Would you count you won the Torval and Dean? Were they?
Winter Olympics.
That's half a medal, is it?
Winter Olympics, and I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have competed over 12 years in 4 Olympics doing that. So no points from that one. Okay, question 2 again for Paralympics Ireland. Ireland's record win in international football was 8-0 against which country?
I think it's Cyprus.
No, Oman, no.
No.
Played them a few times recently.
I think all the goals in all the games against Oman wouldn't reach 8.
They maybe got 7, didn't they? Robbie Keane's last game. He scored a few, didn't he?
I don't know that.
I don't think it was them. I think it was going back. You're going back to the 80s, 90s, I think. I think it's Cyprus. I don't know. Danny, you want to argue that? Kieran?
Trying to think. When are you thinking for Cyprus?
The 80s, but I can't put a year on it. And I'm not sure either.
Before my time. It's the 80s.
Go on. We'll go with Cyprus. We've no better answer.
Go with Cyprus, who gave Steve Staunton a bad moment, and they've given you another bad moment. I'm afraid it was not Cyprus. Teneo?
So it's either
Faroes, Liechtenstein, San Marino, Malta.
It's either one of the more recent minnows, like a San Marino or Andorra or someone that we played, or it goes back to one of those like freakish 80s ones like Israel.
We gave Turkey an awful tonking one time I was at it, I remember.
We did.
I thought we hammered Malta on one occasion as well. In the early days of there.
Do we not hammer San Marino or Andorra, one of them?
No, we've given San
Drew
Marino.
Liechtenstein.
Yeah. Okay, we need to give it. We need to give an answer. Not too broad.
The only big, probably wrong, but the only big result that I can actually remember is that Turkey one. I think it was probably in 5 now. But did we play? I don't remember playing San Marino or Andorra.
What about the Faroes? Did we ever play them? Even in a
Yeah, we have a few times. We didn't hammer them though.
No.
Go with Israel. Might be a.
I go with Israel. Yeah, go with Israel.
Yeah.
Go with Israel. I'm afraid, Connor, you're going to get bragging rights over your teammates. It was, in fact, Malta under Owen Hand in 1984. 8-0 was the score on that day. Okay.
You were probably there, were you?
Third question.
Who was there? What, Peter?
Recent for Paralympics.
I was actually there, Peter.
It's so recent, it's in the future. What is the name of the venue in San Francisco that will play host to the US PGA golf tournament, supposed to be taking place on August the 6th? The name of the golf course that's hosting the US PGA.
The Pebble Beach, is that the name of it? No?
San Francisco.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
The other lads definitely know this one anyway.
I know.
See Nick's eyes light up there.
I don't know.
What's that? Where's Whistling Straits?
I have no idea, so that's as good as we'll go with. Golf is not a good round. This isn't a good round in general. We don't know much about sport.
This is
Or general knowledge or history.
Sport and general knowledge, yeah. We're going to go a long way.
Okay, so we'll take Whistling Straits in Wisconsin as your answer for the venue in San Francisco. Unsurprisingly, that's not correct. Teneo?
One of the majors is at Winged Foot. That's the only one I can think of.
That's not in San Francisco.
Is it not? No.
Pebble Beach is outside as well.
It's in Florida.
It's on the same track.
I got to say, most golf courses are outside, Mick.
Enjoy golf is the way of the future.
San Francisco Bay. Don't know. I'm goosed.
No.
Pebble Beach. It's not Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach, California, not San Francisco. Harding Park is the previous and future home of US golf majors. So we remain on 12-2 and we go now to the opportunity for Teneo to answer first and score 5 points. but keep your powder dry, Paralympics, because they might come over the line to you. Who is the United States' most successful female Olympian? She has got 8 gold medals.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Flojo.
It's a Flojo, no?
No, it'd be a swimmer with 8.
A swimmer,
What's Missy? What's her name? Missy. What's her second name? Missy Franklin.
Go on then.
Go with Missy Franklin. Incorrect, I'm afraid. A little bit of recency bias in there. This was a little bit further back.
There goes the answer I was going to give.
Well, the only other swimmer I was thinking is Caitlin Ledecky, but I actually think.
That's Simone Biles.
Do you get?
Well, he talked
Do
about
you get a medal
recency
for every
bias there.
event, or is that a combined thing in gymnastics? I don't
I
know,
don't know.
because she's only not only been to, but she was in Rio, but she wasn't in London. So
Oh, then she couldn't have won.
do you know what I mean? Then she,
Go for the other one then, Hayley.
Ledecky.
Ledecky.
Right sport. Jenny Thompson, who is now an anesthesiologist, will be quaking in her boots that none of you remember her magnificent triumph of scoring 8 gold medals. Okay.
If only we had a swimmer on our team.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again. The Republic of Ireland's record defeat was 7-0 against which country?
We lost 7-1 to Germany, right?
Probably England.
I would say
No.
England. Probably
No.
early
You said
days, no.
absolutely hammered.
No, we got beaten by Brazil 7-0 on the,
That's right, in Brazil in the
Brazil,
early 80s.
Rob.
Brazil. Thank heavens for that.
Gino, Brazil.
We have a score. Brazil 7-0.
There was a brilliant documentary on RT Radio 1 about it there earlier in the year.
Any
it was in
idea
the
who produced it?
wonderfully titled Uberlandia, which is something about South America's history with a particular European country, but we
Established in 1946.
1982. We lost 7.
Gabriel Heinz's parents said that saying.
I think Owen Hand was manager for both that game and the 8-0 victory of Malta. So peaks and troughs. And question 3 in the round. Again, it's golf, it's venues. Where will the Open Championship be held in 2021 in England or in Scotland, in Britain?
Birkdale popped into my head for some reason. I don't know whether it's true or not.
The Open.
Birkdale popped into Connor's in my head. I don't know whether it's right or wrong.
Go for them.
Go with Birkdale.
I think it's
Not
in England now.
the right answer of the 10 courses that are on the roster. Paralympics.
I think they're going back to St Andrews, I think, in 2022. That's not what the answer you're looking for.
It's right, but it's not the right answer.
Is it Scotland? Royal St George, is it?
Take Royal St George. That is the correct answer from the
Thank
10
you, Rob.
courses. It was due to hold it
Finally.
round about
Good
now.
answer.
The brush is
and-
off.
And they're going back
We're
there.
gonna head away.
So there we go. At the end of the first half, then, we reside on Teneo with 17 points and climbing up to 5 points for Paralympics Ireland. So nip and tuck, everything to play for. We've got 3 rounds of geography, politics, and movies before we go into the sporting year round. In order to get us there, I'm going to quiz you on your knowledge of Simone Biles, the US gymnast. Good in your potential answer earlier on, Paralympics. Question 1 to get us into the geography round. How many gold medals has Simone Biles won at World Championships? Not Olympics, but World Championships in gymnastics.
Who is she, Rob?
How many gold medals?
What did she do?
Is America's latest, she was America's sweetheart.
She's the greatest gymnast of all time.
The greatest gymnast of all time.
That helps.
Spoken with true confidence, Peter. Let's see how close you get.
Well, I
terms of
saw
your
her
answer.
compete at the Rio Olympics, Rob, but what I could tell you about her is negligible.
Okay, so how many gold medals has she won in World Championships? From 3, 2, 1. 9, 8, 14, 16, 15, 9, and playing a captain's role, Derek Knievy is closest to the mark. The correct answer is 19.
Couldn't see the one on mine there, Rob.
Yeah, I think it's on the other side of the
many.
page, Peter. Nice try. Okay, so that's 2 points for Paralympics, and we move into the geography round. Can you tell me, for 5 points, what is the state capital of Nevada? The state capital of Nevada in the United States of America.
Well, Vegas is
Vegas.
the obvious.
Reno is there too, though, isn't it?
Is that not in California? But maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't even know anywhere else in Nevada other than in Las Vegas, do you?
We'll go with Vegas.
Is there like, there's no Nevada?
Probably city of
City?
Nevada. So no.
No, we'll go with Vegas. Vegas.
Yeah.
Go with Vegas. It is the obvious answer, but it's not the right answer, I'm afraid. Teneo, it might be one of
Reno,
those.
isn't it? It is Reno.
Reno is in Nevada, yeah, so why not?
No, it's
You
Reno.
talked me out of that, Haley.
Okay, unfortunately not. The state capital of Nevada is Carson City.
I'm really glad it's not Reno.
Not as glad as I am.
I suppose I
Okay.
shot a man in Carson City just to watch him die. Isn't as good a line?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, real cowboy town. Okay, so question 2 again for Paralympics. Which of these 4 European countries is the largest by population? The 4 countries are Belgium, Greece, Portugal, and Sweden. One of those 4 is bigger in population than the others.
Not a clue.
You name them again, please.
Belgium, Greece, Portugal, and Sweden.
I think either Sweden or Greece.
Funny, I was thinking
I was
Belgium.
thinking Portugal or Greece. But we both said Greece, so we go with Greece.
Yeah, go with Greece, guys.
Go with
Greece
Greece.
then.
Not the right one, I'm afraid.
Oh, that was my guess.
Is it Sweden?
guess-
Is it Sweden?
Has to be Sweden.
One of those
Well,
bigger than you think.
Belgium-
I guess Belgium.
Belgium
It's super
Belgium's densely populated, right?
Super
I'm gonna
densely
say Greece.
populated.
I don't think it's Portugal. Portugal's only about 15 or something. Sweden isn't that big either. So
And it's very
Belgium's
underpopulated. I go with Belgium.
go Belgium.
We'll take Belgium as the answer, and it is the right answer. Greece, Portugal, and Sweden are all around 10 or 11 million. Belgium is at 14. So you're right. Super densely populated, not only densely populated. Very good knowledge there, Mr. Sweeney. Okay, and the
Thanks,
third
Rob. I
question
appreciate
in-
that. Did you hear that, Mick?
Third question in the geography round for Paralympics. Can you tell me which is the largest of the Balearic Islands off the coast of Spain? The largest of them.
Sure, you'd have a training camp there somewhere, Haley.
No, I haven't a clue. No. I don't know.
Mallorca. It's fairly big, isn't it?
Mallorca.
Go with Mallorca. Correctly done by some margin, bigger than Ibiza and the rest. So that is 5 points, and that concludes the geography round. You get an additional 7 off that, which moves you on to 12. Teneo gets an additional 3, which moves you on to 20, but things are tightening up a little bit. This could go down to the wire. Okay, the politics round, and to get us there, to get us there, I want to know what was the score that Simone Biles achieved in the final of the 2016 Olympic floor event. I will ask you to write up your answers. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this would need a knowledge of gymnastics scoring, all very consistent, but Kieran takes the prize for Paralympics.
12.
The correct answer is 15.966.
Oh, it only went to 10.
Yeah, so
Same
we went.
as-
Right. It's
So
just,
there we go. We'll know that now when Reese is bidding for it in, well, not in that event, but in Olympic gold. So Paralympics get a shot at the politics round, which might not be a bad thing to take away from Mr. Brophy, who I think was pretty good on this in the general knowledge round last time. There is danger if you don't get these being passed over. The politics round. Can you tell me what age is US presidential hopeful Joe Biden?
He's like 82 or something, isn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say 83, but yeah.
I don't think he's that
He's old anyway. Isn't he? That's what they're saying.
He's older than Trump. I think he's 77.
70, somewhere in the middle, 79. I'd find. Come on.
What do we go with?
He's old anyway.
79, so
79.
77, Haley, you're going to hear about it.
Sorry.
79 is incorrect.
I think he's 70. I think he's 70.
He's 78.
I'd 78 in my head. I'd 78.
Go 78 then.
Go with 78. You're kicking yourselves. 77.
Oh,
Haley,
said that the other day. Should have backed myself.
He will be 78. Would you believe, on the day of the inauguration next January?
It'd be an issue for him. Which would make him older becoming president than any president has ever been in office. He'll be older than Ronald Reagan was when he left office. But that should not put you off voting for him. In fact, it should encourage you to vote for him, the wisdom of experience. Okay, the second question for politics, for Paralympics. And again, it is back to Mr. Biden. Which US state did he represent in the US Senate for a total of 36 years? What's his home state?
Kentucky, no? Is that it? Or am I completely?
I think it's Arkansas.
Oh, okay. We'll go with you.
Do you know, Kieran?
No. Not a clue.
We'll go Arkansas, but I already know it's wrong.
Well, you're right to know that it's wrong. You're wrong with the prospective answer. Teneo, Joe Biden's home state?
He's probably Eastern Seaboard, is he?
Is he Pennsylvania, is he? Is he Pennsylvania?
He's not Delaware or something like that, no?
I can't remember.
Bernie's up there somewhere, though, isn't he?
Two in every state, though.
Okay. I don't know, so.
He was Pennsylvania, yeah.
Put it to say it said it then, if you think.
I just said it.
We'll go with Pennsylvania. What was it you said in the last round, Mick, about wanting to back yourself? The correct answer was Delaware.
Connor, it was really enjoyable working with you. Both you and I are finishing up here today.
Well, now we're even for Joseph Mary Plunkett.
Dead right. Okay, this is the quiz that might have been. The third question in the politics round, again for Paralympics. Norma Foley stepped up as a first-time TD and is the new Minister for Education. Who was the last Fianna Fáil politician to hold the position of Minister for Education?
Mary Hannafin, was it?
Well, you're quick, so I'd back it.
I haven't clue.
She definitely was Minister for Education. So, but I don't know if she was the last Fianna Fáil one.
You're going back a while.
She came to our school, so I just remember that.
How long you had at school?
Well, that's good enough for me. Mary Hannafin.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm afraid not quite. She was, but she wasn't the most recent holder of the position.
So I think it's Micheál Martin.
No, he did a reshuffle, didn't he, in the last?
He did a reshuffle, and Micheál Martin was pushed out into education.
Did he not say female?
No, he said Fianna Fáil.
Just Fianna Fáil. Okay. Well,
I clarify that with you, Rob. It's just Fianna Fáil. It's not female.
It is Fianna Fáil, the last Fianna Fáil politician.
I think I wouldn't.
I think it's Micheál Martin.
I'm afraid that's not correct either. It was a female politician called Mary, but it was Mary Coughlin, the last Fianna Fáil Minister for Education. There were a few reshuffles in those dark and troubled days of the final days of government. So at the end of the politics round, giving us only 2 more rounds to go, 2 points extra for Paralympics to get in there, which moves you on to 14, and Teneo still there on 20. Okay, 2 rounds to go. The first one, which comes in from a starter question. So again, we're back to Simone Biles, and it's the movies round. But in order to get there, can you tell me how tall she is in centimeters?
Centimeters.
I'll take
Hang on.
meters.
You'll have to give us a bit longer so we can do the sums.
How tall is Simone Biles? Clue, not very. But you might have guessed that.
I don't even know how to do this.
Okay, I'm going to count you in from...
Oh, sorry, 1 second, Rob. Sorry.
Hold on.
Second clue, she's taller than that.
What was that?
This gymnast is small. That one is far away.
Father Ted references would get you a bonus point in any normal round, but this is not a normal round. Okay, so how tall is Simone? From 3...
Hold on.
Hold on while I Google it.
3, 2, 1 3/4, 1.5, 1. Your answers on the board: 145, 144, 148. Make 105. That is especially small. I think all 3 of your kids are probably taller than 105, and one of them is less than a year old. Okay, the correct answer is that she is 1 meter and 42 centimeters tall, which means that
Peter
Sweeney sneaks inside by 1 centimeter.
Look at the sums.
Derek. Okay, so it's 2
What does that make
points
her
on the board
in
there.
old money, Rob? Do you know off the top of your head? Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry?
What does that make her in old money?
Still small.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Peter. I'm with the modern age now.
You're right.
I have no truck with that old imperial thing. Okay, so the movies round. Who is the most recent actor? There's only been 2 to win back-to-back Best Actor Oscars.
It's Mahershala Ali, isn't it? Because he won for Green Book and Moonlight, I think, if I recall correctly.
There you go.
Actor, actress.
They're all actors, Mick.
They're all actors.
Connor, you sounded like you know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, you sound convincing, Connor.
Okay, so who are we going with?
Mahershala Ali.
No, the answer that I have for it is not that. Sorry, I nearly gave it away there. Over to Paralympics Ireland.
We would have got that by default.
I've done that in a previous round, so just saved by the bell there. Paralympics, your best shot at the most recent actor to have won back-to-back Best Actor Oscars.
Is it Joaquin Phoenix? Sorry, no. Did he win 2?
I think he only has 1, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah.
So you're not going to clarify the male-female thing there, Rob, are you?
No.
I'm not.
Their award is called actress, though, isn't it?
Because the next question might be of similarly related.
Okay, I think Hayley's right there. I'm feeling Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah, go Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Feeling the love for Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump, following up on Philadelphia, is the correct answer.
Woohoo.
So,
Well done.
3 points.
Hanks.
Closer, in fact, moved you to within 3 points. The second question in the movies round: who is the most recent actress to win back-to-back Oscars?
Jodie Foster. It's a long time ago.
So Meryl would be the same, long time ago.
Who won recent ones? Has anybody won recent ones? Who's you won in La La Land?
That was Emma Stone.
Don't think she won. Is she 2 anyway?
I don't know. Throw something.
It's not Marianne Cotillard. She's only won 1, I think, has she?
Don't know.
What do you reckon, Mick?
Don't know. Haven't a clue. Connor, go away there.
Come on, Captain.
You go for it.
We just have to go with Meryl, Peter, will we?
Yeah, go on. Go for it.
We'll go with Meryl Streep. She does have a rattle of them, but none back-to-back. Paralympics.
I think it's Jennifer Lawrence.
What did she win them in?
She did the one about the vacuum or the mop, the girl who invented the mop or the vacuum or something. Joy.
And
I think she was definitely nominated a lot.
yeah, the other person I'm thinking of is your one Coleman. You know, the one who plays the Queen.
She only got that one though, I'd say.
She won one before that.
This is 2 in a row though, is it, Rob?
It is back-to-back Best Actress Oscars.
I think it's Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, we'll go with that then.
We'll go Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is not the right answer. You have to go back in time a little bit. The two movies were Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and The Lion in Winter, and the actress was Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last round, or the last question in the movies round, is again bringing you back in time a little bit. Iconic movies. Which was the last animated movie to be released by the Disney Studios before founder Walt passed away? So the last animated movie to be released by Disney before Walt Disney passed away.
Any idea when he died-ish?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out now. Is it Cinderella?
Is it that long ago?
Well, like Roy Disney is his grandson. He's the only current Disney on the board, isn't he?
But then you're going back to the 70s then, are you?
Or prior to that, much further, I would have thought.
In Snow White territory and...
Snow White was the 30s, I think, so again, maybe later than that.
Peter Pan. It's any of those really old ones.
It's pure guesswork.
What do we go with?
I don't think we're able to offer any insight. Mick, do you want to just pick one and go with it?
It's pure guesswork. I don't know. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, go with... I'm thinking Cinderella, but I don't know.
Go with Cinderella then, so...
We'll go with Cinderella. We will go to Paralympics Ireland for your best shot at the last animated movie to be released by Disney before their founder passed away.
I think he died in the 70s, didn't he?
I have no idea.
He died, if I'm not mistaken, he died in the 70s. Maybe even 60s. So it needs to be before that.
My timing on these isn't great. I was thinking The Little Mermaid.
Well, I think that was released in like the 90s.
The most famous one that comes to my head is like The Jungle Book, because I only watched that at the weekend. So
That might be a good shout because the Beatles were in it and they were around at that time. Is my logic.
Beatles were they?
Are they not in the Four Birds? No. They are, yeah. They're the four.
Or vultures.
That's it, yeah.
Good knowledge.
Any chance you could do a round on just The Jungle Book for us?
Go with The Jungle Book. I think Jungle Book, maybe.
Okay, if you get to the semi-final, maybe we should, because you've just moved 3 points closer to the semi-final. It was indeed The Jungle Book. He died in 1967, and that was the last one to be released. So with an extra 3 points stealing in from that
67.
one, it moves Paralympics Ireland onto 20 points.
Can I go to the toilet, Rob?
And it leaves Teneo
Leave your
on
phone where we can
20
see it.
points. There we go. Yeah, does anybody want to take a short comfort break before we move into the dramatic last
I need to go
round?
for a quick cry, so yeah.
No bother.
20 points each, okay. Okie doke. Leadership, that's what we need now. You are firmly poised, finally poised on 20 points each going into the final round. It should have been that the team that was coming in behind would get first shot at it. But just to try and complicate matters a little bit further for myself, I'm actually going to alternate the answers because you're on a tie coming into it. So because Paralympics came from behind to get there, I'm going to give you first shot at the first question. Then the second question we'll give first shot to Teneo, and the third question we'll give first shot to Paralympics. You each get 3 questions, so you each get an opportunity to score a total of 15 points on your own and potentially an extra 9 points on the opposition rebound. This is going to be tight, so buckle your seatbelts and take a deep breath. The sporting year in question is 1998. So we're going back a little bit. The first question to Paralympics Ireland. Can you tell me which country hosted the Winter Olympics in 1998? Don't need the city, just the country that hosted the Winter Olympics in 1998.
No. Is that
like,
the correct answer?
I was thinking somewhere in Italy, but I'm not sure.
I was hoping you were going to ask a World Cup question.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Might have been a
You'll give
little
that to
bit.
the
By
other
winning
two.
the
He
All
likes them.
Ireland.
I don't know why Italy's just, but I don't know. That's probably
This is a blind guess anyway, so
Completely
let's go with
blind.
Hayley.
We'll go with
we need a
Italy.
city or a country.
No,
Country.
just the country.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take Italy as your final answer, but it's not the right one. Teneo, chance to steal a lead.
I have a
When
funny
was
feeling
this?
it was Salt Lake City.
When was, I was going to say, yeah, when was Salt Lake City? It's either 98 or 2002, I think.
Yes, it was
So-
around then.
It's either Salt Lake, so the Nagorno, whatever you call that place in Japan had it, right?
Nagano.
Nagano, yeah.
Nagano, right? I
Albertville
think the
was in
states.
there
I think
somewhere.
the states had 96 Atlanta and they 98 Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'll go with that.
Go with the United States.
USA, Rob.
Okay, I'm afraid it was Nagano in Japan that hosted it in 1998. Okay, so no points on that.
You convinced me, Mick.
5-point opportunity for Teneo. It's a
Yeah.
golf question. Which golfer won the first of his 3 career majors at the 1998 US PGA tournament? He won his first of 3 majors at the US PGA
Not Mickelson, no.
in that year.
No, hold on, 98, right?
Is Lefty more than 3? It's
Yes,
it's-
forward, is he?
When did Harrington win his first major?
Oh no, it was the 2000s.
More recently than that.
Yeah.
Who has
3
3?
majors.
Not that many. It's not, what's his name? Ernie Els, is it?
But
You
he
go,
didn't say,
Jeff.
didn't say nationality, did he?
No.
1998 US PGA.
Or no. Yeah.
Go with it. Yeah.
Or Montgomery, no.
He didn't win a major.
Do you know? No. Okay.
Either 1, 2,
All right, Peter, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I go with Ernie. Go with
Ernie.
Big Easy.
Ernie Els.
Go with Ernie
Final
Els. I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Paralympics, chance to take a lead with 3 points.
It wouldn't be Woosnam, would it? I think he goes back.
He win a major, did he?
My golf knowledge is not the best now. Who do you think, Kieran? Haley?
I mean, Tiger Woods is my obvious answer, but I don't know.
He definitely won 3.
He won 15.
I know, but I'm just thinking of the year. No.
All right.
Can you rephrase that question or say the
Yeah.
question again, please, Rob?
Don't
I
rephrase it,
can-
Rob.
I can
I thought
say
you said it
I
was
can
a
try and
person who won
rephrase
3.
it, but I'll just go with saying it again.
Yeah.
Which golfer won the first of his 3 career majors
Yeah.
at the 1998 US PGA tournament?
So it can't be Woods.
Okay.
Won the first. He only won 3. That's what you say.
Okay. Well, that's me done. That's all my answers I know.
Aaron Clark doesn't go back that far, does he? Does he even have 3? He doesn't.
I don't know, to be honest. You guessing?
Bernhard
Okay.
Langer.
Bernhard Langer. Not the correct answer. If I'd given you his nationality, it would have made it a little bit easier because he's the only known golfer from Fiji. It is
BJ Singh.
Vijay Singh was the right answer. So no points from that first question. The first question side now reverts over to Teneo. So we'll give you first shot at who won the first of his back-to-back Formula One drivers' titles in 1998.
First of his back. Schumacher, no?
Yeah.
How many did he win overall, though?
Yeah.
But
We're just
first of his
talking back-to-back.
back-to-backs. So it's his first back-to-back is the question. So he could have won a number of back-to-backs.
Schumacher was before that, though, wasn't he?
Was he?
Was he? I don't think he was that much before.
Was he not?
No, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
And who else? Well, who was he up against at that stage?
Ricciardo. Did he win?
I think Schumacher's the obvious answer.
The
Schumacher.
obvious answer is usually the right answer, so go for it.
But it's not.
Schumacher is not correct. It goes an opportunity. 3 points. Paralympics, give it a shot.
It's not
It's not
Schumacher.
Schumacher, so. Derek?
98. Hakkinen? Hakkinen.
Any advance on Mika Hakkinen? Mika Hakkinen is the correct answer.
Ooh, well done.
So
Ooh.
Never doubt me again.
3 points, Paralympics Ireland. At the turn, you're 1 stroke ahead, perhaps. A chance to score 5 points and get it along. We've got your World Cup question now coming along, Kieran, as well. So it might be a good one. Scotland lost to Brazil to an own goal, drew with Norway, and then lost to which African nation 3-0 to exit from the 1998 World Cup?
Cameroon, no?
Oh, Kieran.
Yeah, no, this is Paralympics.
it is us. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like,
It's
oh,
their
Kieran,
turn.
go ahead. I think it's Cameroon
Yes,
as well.
You're going with Cameroon. Good shout. Not the right answer, though.
Oh,
Nigeria then, is it?
No,
I
think
thought
about
they
it.
lost to Costa Rica, but that's not in Africa.
That's
There
it.
you go.
There was Costa
They
Rica was
did,
the
but
US.
Their
was
list
it?
of disasters is endless.
1998. So Scotland, 1998. So who could it be, right?
Tunisia, no.
It
Egypt,
could be one of the
no.
North African countries.
Not
It could be
Egypt, no. Morocco.
Morocco, go Morocco.
What about Egypt? No.
No, I think it's Morocco.
Algeria,
No.
1998. Morocco.
It's not South Africa, no. Actually,
Were they in the 98 World Cup?
I'm trying to remember, were they? Bafana.
Macaroons, not them. Ghana.
Who did they lose to? Brazil and Norway. Who did?
That's right,
Just
yeah.
trying to-
Lost to Brazil, drew with Norway.
Who else was in that group? Christ.
Nigeria? No. I think it's a North African country. I think it's one of the Morocco, Algeria type, Egypt, one of those.
I'd go for Morocco.
Go for 10.
We take Morocco as your final
What do you
answer.
think, Connor?
Levels it
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
With one question to go.
Go back!
It's the last question now.
No.
This is the last question. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know why I was so confident in Cameroon there for some reason.
I was so sure you were giving it away.
Okay. Who won the Wimbledon men's singles title in 1998?
I don't know.
Who was good around then?
There's 2,
I should know this from working with Tennis
Was
Ireland.
the
for many
Agassi,
years.
maybe?
Agassi or Sampras, really.
I go Sampras.
Agassi was good on grass at the time, though.
He didn't win
He
many.
pulled
though,
out
did
a
he?
load of them.
Did Agassi win many Wimbledons?
1, 2, or 3, I think. Sampras was winning everything then, I think, though.
I'd go Sampras.
We'll go Sampras.
You're going with Pete Sampras. With 1 round to go, 1 question to go, you have moved into a 5-point
Hey.
lead.
hold on.
No pressure, lads.
This is all or nothing now, Teneo.
Just out of curiosity, do you have
It's not a
to tell me
2-point
11
lead, no?
answer?
No.
Were we not in
you could look it up later, Kieran.
Yeah, and it won't be in the semi-final.
We've
But
done
who will
ourselves
be-
justice,
who-
lads. That's it.
Who will be in the semi-final? Okay, Teneo. 1998. Which county won the All-Ireland Hurling Championship in 1998?
Awfully.
Confident selection of Offaly? Levels it up. And so there it ended, in a dead heat, or so we thought. Unfortunately, on reviewing the video recording afterwards, we realised that I had in fact failed to record the 2 points that Peter Sweeney had picked up for so brilliantly naming closest to the height of US Gymnast Simone Biles, which means that they were in fact 2 points ahead going into that final round, and with both sides scoring equal points in the final sporting year round, it does in fact mean that Teneo go through to the semi-finals of the Super Quiz 2020. My thanks again to all of those who competed, to Hayley, to Kieran, and to Derek from Paralympics, who put up such a magnificent performance all the way through. And my congratulations to Conor Brophy, to Peter Sweeney, and to team captain Mick O'Keefe, who got away with being deprived of his Delaware answer and does now lead his team into the semi-finals of the Super Quiz.